Hi guys, it's Chelsea. Today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to do the dispersion effect in Adobe Photoshop. So this is my final result that I came up with. It's giving me Avengers Infinity War vibes with the Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good, line from Spider-Man. So let's get started. File, open, select your photo. This is a picture of me that I took a few years ago on a Canon DSLR. So here's the photo. Unedited. Nothing has changed. This is the photo as is. Now we are going to go to the quick selection tool and quickly select. The quick selection tool is really neat because it gives me a basic outline of what I want to be selected. If I knew that this thing existed when we first started this class, ooh boy, would I have saved myself some time. But that's okay. So just make sure you make a careful selection, because sometimes this tool does not get everything that you want it to. And I can get rid of that later. I will show you. So, all right, looks pretty good to me. Select and mask up here. And now I got this black background from going under view mode to black. And we're doing this just to see how I look against this black background. And we are going to actually add this to a new layer under Output 2, new layer, and then click OK. Ooh, now I'm on an invisible background. So cool. So like I said, I do not want this involved. So just go down to the eraser tool. And let's make the eraser a little bigger with the right bracket. And start erasing. Okay. Now I'm going to give this invisible background a background. So by doing that, I will click this little doohickey here called Create New Fill or Adjustment Layer. Gradient. Now under gradient, I'm going to choose this one under basics. Choose whatever one that you want though. And then I want to give myself a halo effect, so I will choose the radial style. Reverse it. And let's scale it to 250% because I think that's a pretty good spot to have it to where it's not too harsh. So now we're going to click OK. Now I want to drag this new gradient fill below me. Haha, there I am. I popped up on a new background. So, since I am modeling in this picture, I will name this layer model. I'm going to duplicate this by clicking Control J. Ooh, look, two of me. Oops, didn't mean to click that. So I want to rename this. I'm actually going to make this the regular model layer, and this layer below it will be the dispersion. Oops. Will be the dispersion effect layer. Now I'm going to hide the model layer up here and select the dispersion effect layer. We're going to go to Filter, Liquify, and it's going to open up a new window like this. We're going to select Forward Warp Tool and start warping ourselves. It looks so groovy, doesn't it? Like, I feel like I'm melting. It's like kind of cool. Uh, just gonna leave a little bit of skin out there to disperse. Okay, and then once you're happy with it, you're gonna click OK. And like, whoa, where did this come from? So now we're going to add a negative mask onto this dispersion effect layer. So by that, I mean click Alt and then click on this icon here, and it will add a layer. And then we're going to do something similar on this layer, the model layer, but just a regular layer, or layer mask, like that. Now we're going to make this visible. And look, I'm back. Great as ever. Uh, and we're going to go to the brush tool here. And before I begin, I got this effect from right-clicking anywhere here after obviously clicking on brush tool. And I got it under explosion brushes too. I'm going to actually start with 3. And whoa, look at that. So we're going to make sure that actually black is in the foreground and white is in the background. And I'm going to rotate this actually a bit. And then I'm going to just start basically making myself disappear. And we want to do this in a gradual manner. We don't want to make it too harsh, which is why I rotated it obviously. And you're going to want to frequently rotate. Once you're done with that, we're going to go to this layer mask now on the dispersion effect layer, and we're going to reverse these by clicking this little switch foreground and background colors. And we're going to kind of do the same thing, except let's rotate it in a direction that we want. And I'm actually going to make it a bit smaller, just because I can. And like I said, frequently rotate this tool. Okay, now basically once you're happy with it, make this bigger. You will see why. Okay, let's make it about 3000. And I'm actually going to change the brush to 4 explosion, just to, like I was saying before, give it some variety. So just keep rotating it. And there you have it. That's the end result. I look absolutely like I am not about to exist. That was the one I had before, and this is the one I had now. Obviously, not every single time you do it, it will look exactly the same. But I think this one's pretty cool too. Alright, I hope you guys learned a lot from this video, and I hope that you are able to do the dispersion effect on your own, and I'm sorry about my blinds, I don't know what happened. Have a good day, bye!